Having mastery over your own self means that somebody else is not holding your switch button. It simply means you are not reacting, you are responding. Responding means you are acting on your own discretion, you are acting by virtue of your own judgment, you are acting by virtue of your own inner voice. Whereas in reaction, somebody forces you to behave in a particular way. For example, if somebody has abused you, in reaction, you will be simply trying to throw more powerful abuse against the other. Now the question arises as to how to achieve mastery over your own self. In fact, majority of the people on this earth are simply reacting. They are just living like a robot. Their each and every move is predictable. It is so simply because they all are reacting. They don't have right, they don't have command over their own energies. When your energies are not acting in harmony with each other, you are very vulnerable to whatever others say or behave with you. You just start reacting. You become very weak. You have nothing of your own. And that is why you become bound to react. For being able to become responsive, you have to ensure that all your energies, the bodily energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy, and your energy at the consciousness level act in harmony with each other. Being in a position to respond rather than living and spending life reacting throughout is the most fundamental dimension of right living. For this you are required to work on your own self. No specific formula can be offered in this regard, but one very simple phenomena is to be understood. For example, if you want flowers of a tree, what do? Do you keep thinking of the flowers? Do you continue planning about the specific quality of flowers, specific color of flowers, specific nature of flowers? You simply take care of the plant, you water it, you provide the required fertilizer for it, and you manage the required sunshine, exposure to the sunlight. When you do this much, the tree grows, and when the spring comes, the great flowering happens on its own. You are not required to pull flowers from the tree. The flowers happen on their own. You have simply to take care of the nurturing of the plant in the right manner. The same applies to you. The same applies to man. You have to take care of your energies. You have to take care of your own self. You have to spare some time for yourself so that you can take care of your energies. You have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your mind. And you have to take care of your emotions. And finally, you have to take care of your consciousness. How that can be done? For that, I have to offer you a few things. First, for nurturing of your body, mind and soul, a few things are very important. First, right food, right exercise, and right relaxation and sleep. And secondly, for establishing harmony in all sorts of energies of your life and being, you have to take care of your consciousness. You have to take care of your soul. And for that, you have to provide the food for the soul also. What is the food for the soul? I want to tell you all that meditation is the food for the soul. So practice meditation at least 1 hour every day, and not only this, you have to make the rest of the 23 hours of your life and living meditative. And if you can ensure this much, you will find that something extraordinary has started happening in your life. You will find that you have started taking care of the innermost core of your being. A strange authenticity will start arising from within you, and I can assure you, if you manage these two important things, you will find that you have stopped being manipulated by others' ideas and whims. You will start living a life of your own. You will start becoming more assertive, and something of your own will start emerging from within you yourself. My advice is very simple. Stop exploring the outside world and start exploring your own original nature. Maybe by exploring the outside world, you can amass huge amounts of wealth and riches. But if you start exploring the treasures of the within, if you start exploring your own original nature, you will come across incomparable treasures from within. And it is through this that you will be able to achieve mastery over your own self. By exploring the outside world, you may become the master of the whole world. But that is nothing before achieving mastery over your own self. Achieving mastery over your own self is many times better than achieving mastery over the whole world. That is what makes a difference between Alexander the Great and Gautama the Buddha. It may be not only difficult but impossible to become Alexander the Great and waste your life, but it is the possibility of every individual to become enlightened and to become a Buddha. I hereby invite you to explore your own possibility and to achieve it. Thank you.